According to Glider Guy, I am a trash human being, simply because I'm trying to tell you the truth about how animals are treated in the industry. Animals are not ours. You see these baby boy chicks? They are being sentenced to their death. They are getting murdered. In the egg industry, this is what happens. Why? Because they can't lay eggs. So they're considered to be useless. Did you know that they do that? When I found out, I sobbed. I just cried my eyes out. I couldn't imagine anybody doing that. Now, who do you think is putting these baby boy chicks on an assembly line? What kind of people would do that? Do you think this is a job that they like doing? Often these people are immigrants who have no choice. They have to do these horrific jobs in order to just be able to feed their families. You know, I talk about the animal abuse that happens in the industry, but there's also human abuse. If we stopped murdering animals and simply ate plants, we could avoid so much tragedy. We have to make sure that the workers are paid well for all of the work that they do, and we have to make sure that their sanity is kept as well. Here's a list of a bunch of things that this guy, Glider Guy, said about me. I'll go through a few of them, but not all. He says that I'm not a teacher. That's wrong. I am a teacher. I went to university for 4 years and got my teaching degree. I'm an English teacher with a specialization in English as a second language. He says that no one is being vegan-phobic, but in fact, he is being vegan-phobic, because vegan-phobic is somebody who is cruel on purpose to animal rights activists for no reason, except that he just feels like being an asshole and being mean to us, just for trying to tell the truth. Not okay. You can be vegan fantastic instead. Now, somebody who's vegan fantastic is somebody who supports animal rights activists, who tries not to be mean to us on purpose, who tries to help us spread our message. You know, that's what we need. And I know a lot of you out there are actually vegan fantastic. And if you're not yet, you will be. Because the more you actually listen, the more you'll see we really shouldn't be hurting animals for no reason. Yeah. All right. He says in this last video, I can't really remember what she said, but she's being racist. Can you imagine if somebody said that about you? Somebody made a video and thousands of people heard that you are racist, but without there being an actual example at all. I'm not racist. If I go up to a group of people and I say to them, you, this particular group, should all be vegan, and that group of people happens to have brown skin or black skin or pink skin or whatever, or they happen to be women, or they happen to be of a different religious group, this doesn't mean that I'm racist or sexist or homophobic. It simply means that the entire world should be striving to be vegan. And I should be allowed to say that without being called a racist. Okay, if you're somebody who's black who's watching right now and I say you should be vegan, it doesn't mean I'm being racist. If you're a woman and I say you should be vegan because you're a woman and you should understand that the female body is exploited in the industry, you shouldn't say that I'm being sexist. In fact, all women should be vegan, especially because they are there to say that they don't want to be exploited. All of you minority groups should be vegan. If you don't like discrimination, don't discriminate. Be nice. Be kind. It says here that apparently I'm the most abusive person on TikTok, and I deserve to have my TikTok account taken down. This is from somebody who doesn't even go on TikTok normally, but he says he knows, he's apparently seen all of the accounts and has stated that because I'm trying to tell you to be nice to animals, I'm the most abusive person on TikTok. Did you know that we do this to the little pigs? Look, you know what they do? Piglets are castrated without painkillers. They also have their tails cut off and their teeth ground down or pulled out. This is to reduce product damage caused by the stress of confinement. Imagine if you were born into the baby boy body of a little baby boy piglet and they did that to you. When we are fixing dogs, what do? Do we just go ahead and attack them with a knife? No. We make sure that they are put down to sleep first. They are given an anesthetic. Why don't we do that to pigs? Why do you think? Why do you think that we are so cruel? Money. It's the only reason. And that's why you should believe animal rights activists, because we don't have anything to gain to tell you that by telling you the truth, except for we just want you to be nice people. Whereas the meat, dairy, and egg industries all want to sell you something. Speaking about selling things, well, I'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, he says, I'm the biggest hypocrite on the planet. And so, and then at one point he says this. Let's see if you can hear this. Fascinating.
Now. And you have that vegan teacher merch. Who on earth is buying that? Okay.
Did you hear that? You have that vegan teacher merch. Who on earth is buying that? Well, I don't know what kind of merch he's talking about, but I don't have like a link tree to all of any kind of merch. Somebody else must be selling things that supposedly is pretending to be me. I don't know. The only merch I have is things that I sell that are handmade, and they cost $1,000 each. Why? Because I don't really want to sell them. You know, they have sentimental value. But guess what he said? In his video, he said that if he got more than 10,000 likes, he would buy my merch. Well, I'm looking forward to his $1,000 check. Which of my shirts do you think that he would like to have? Do you think he'd like to have this one? Vegan because I give a shit, do you? What do you think? Can you picture him wearing that? It's hard to picture since we don't know what he looks like. Or do you think he'd like this one? Veganphobia, like racism and homophobia, is cruel. That'd be kind of cute on him, eh? Yeah. Or maybe he'd really like this one. Why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? At any rate, Mr. Glider Guy is not my favorite guy. Let's just leave it at that. And I also want to leave you with this thought here, since we talked about baby chicks. Okay? Here. Why love one but eat the other? Why would you eat chicken and not a cat? It's simply because you've been taught, but you've been taught wrong. You need to undo your thinking and to be vegan from now on. Thank you to everybody who is liking this video and subscribing. I sincerely appreciate your support, and I thank everybody who stayed to the end and who's really just trying to make little differences in their lives. Every time you look at your food, I hope you think about me. I'm totally fine with you tagging me in anything you want. Even if you're trying to hurt my feelings, it makes me realize you're thinking about veganism. And that's the start. Okay, there are 3 steps towards getting to the truth. When you first hear something, most people ridicule something. If they don't like it, they'll ridicule it. People make fun of vegan animal rights activists. The second step is they will violently oppose them. They will fight them. And they will be mean on purpose, and vegan phobia comes out. But the third step is acceptance of that truth. Now, we animal rights activists are looking forward to that day. And in the meantime, we're ready to fight. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.